Hey, thanks for joining me to color. Today we are going to be coloring this cute Stampin' Bella image called Charlotte Loves to Shop. Isn't she adorable? I will put a link down in the description box to the card kit and all the supplies I used. I would love for you to come shopping with me. If you have a question, leave me a comment and I will make sure to get back to you. Otherwise, I have already stamped my image on Neenah 80-pound Solo Right cardstock with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So let's color. So let's start out by giving our girl a little outline. For that, we're going to use C0 and C00. I'm going to start with my C0. I'm going to put that where I want to have some darker shadows. So let's go underneath this package, like so, under a foot, over here, over your pants, and over here a little bit. And there's got a little bit of space right here. Let's see, right in here. That is background. So let's color that. And this little ponytail sticking out away from her head. Let's see here, she's got her purse too, so I better not forget that little spot. And how about a little bit here on the back of her arm? Okay, then I'm going to grab C00. And let's go down here. And I'm going to start at the bottom of her foot. I'm going to just go all the way around and right over the top of the C0. Around her hair. I'm going to fill in that little spot there, since there's just a little bit left, no sense leaving a little white area there. Let's go down here and give her something to stand on. For that, we're going to use W3, 1, and 00. I'm going to start with my W3. And let's do that a little bit underneath of her shoe. So let's go right here and bring it out like this. And then for her packages, I'm going to come down from the package here, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a line right here. And then I want to add W1. I'm going to bring that a little bit in front of her foot and go right over the top of that line. And then I'm going to grab W00. And then I'm going to add some more W3 and just give it a little bit more dark in here. Next, let's do her skin. For that, we're going to use E71, 21, 00, 000. And for her cheeks, I'm going to use R20. I'm going to start with my E71. And I'm going to give it a little bit of shadow here underneath of her pant leg. And then for this leg over here, let's do a little bit right by her pant leg again. And then for her arm, we're going to do a little bit underneath of her sleeve. And then on her face, let's do right here. And a little bit on her neck. Then I'm going to grab E21. And let's add that down here to her leg. and I'm going to go right over the top of that E71. And I'm going to fill this leg in since it's upside down. And we got her hand over here. Just got a couple little fingers right here that are showing. And over here on the coffee cup, she's got a couple little fingers. Let's fill that in. We'll do her neck. And then we'll do her face. So I'm going to bring this out underneath her bangs a little bit. And then I'm going to flick away from this side. I'm going to fill in her ear. Then I'm going to add E00. So I'm going to finish this leg. I'm going to go over the top of it and go down the front of her shoe. And even though I colored this one in, I'm going to add a coat of this on top. Kind of smooth those colors out a little bit. Same over here. And then for her face, I'm going to bring this all the way across under her bangs. And then we'll brush this. Then I'm going to add E000. And I'm going to swipe over her whole face. And then I'm going to add cheeks, so let's do R20. Give her a couple little rosy cheeks. And then I'm going to swipe over those with my E000. For her hair, we're going to do E25, Y21, and YR30. We're going to start with our E25. And let's do a little dab here coming out from behind her sunglasses. And she's got a little bit of her hair showing back in the back behind the the side of her sunglasses, the earpiece. And here's a little bit of hair up here. And then we want to brush some away from this bangs over here. Let's go like this. And for her ponytail, a couple of streaks in there. Then I'm going to add Y21. And then I'm going to go over those two with YR30. Then I'm going to come back with my E25 and add a little bit more dark in there. Let's do her shirt next. For that, we're going to do R89, 27, 17, and 05. I'm going to start with R89. Let's add that up here where her hair is touching her shirt. And then I'm going to go across the top of her purse. Do a little bit there behind her sleeve. And then down here on this arm, let's do a little bit like this. And then from the top of this little tissue paper, I'm going to pull it up just a little bit. And then this sleeve is bent, so let's do the bottom of this sleeve. And up around the tissue paper. And then she's got a little wrinkle right here, so I'm going to go ahead and exaggerate that. And for this sleeve over here, let's do a little bit underneath of her purse. And then we're going to bring this down like that. A little bit on the cuff. And then let's do these little lines. And then let's see here, we got the body of her shirt, so let's do underneath of her purse and down the back of her arm. And then I want to give her a couple of little wrinkles in here, so let's go that, and then she's got some down here, so let's go ahead and just use these lines that are already there. And let's see the bottom of her shirt. Then we're going to add R27. Let's see, let's bring this color up here. Then we're going to add R17. So I'm going to fill in this little section here behind her purse strap. And we're going to bring this up. I'm going to color in this line on the back of her sleeve. Then we'll fill in the rest with R05. She's got a little bit of the front of her shirt showing right here above her purse. So I'm going to fill that in. And then there's a little dab right here below her purse. Make sure to fill that in. And then we're going to go down here and we're going to do the tissue paper on this package here. For that we're going to use the R27, 17, and 05. So let's do R27 first. And then we'll add R17. And R05. And let's do this little line right here. And let's see, let's grab R27 again. And we'll hop over here, and on the cup, she's got a little circle on her cup. So I'm going to fill that right here around the circle. And it's really dinky, so be careful. And then on this package right here, there's a little heart. So let's do that. For her pants, let's use B99, 97, 95, and 93. And we're going to start with B99. And I'm going to use that right up here underneath of her shirt on the top of her pants. Like that. And then we're going to go down here, and I'm going to add a little bit right here on her leg. And then, let's see, down here on the bottom of her cuff, I'm going to add a little tiny dab down here. And on this leg, let's do a little bit right here. Then I'm going to add B97. So bring that down this side of her pants. And then let's fill in this little section. Okay, let's see, up here, let's bring this. No, let's not do that. Let's do for this leg, let's go the rest of the way up her cuff. And then let's brush. I'm going to do a little line here, so in case, hopefully it'll help me from going outside the lines. And then we'll brush this up. And let's go out a little bit right here. And then for this leg right here, let's do a little bit there. Then I'm going to do B95. Yeah, we're going to brush this. And then we'll add B93. And I think that I will go back with B97. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm And add some to this pant leg over here. And then we'll add B95. Just wasn't liking how this leg looked. I'll make this one a little bit darker down here. And then let's grab B93. Go over this again. Let's go up here and do the glasses on her head, and I forgot to do the red on that, so we're going to use R27, R17, and R05 to color the frames, and then for the lenses we're going to use C9, 6, and 3. So I'm going to start with R27, and let's do a little bit color in this side right over here. And then I'm going to add R17. And then R05 to fill it in. Then we'll use C9, and we're going to do a little bit of that on this side. And then over here, there's a little bitty line right here, so I'm going to pull away from that little line and do a little bit like this, but leave it white on the other side. And then we'll do the same over here. We'll do this side. And a little bit over here. Then I want to add C6. And then we're going to go over those with C3. And I think I will add a second coat of C6 just to make this center section a little bit lighter. For her purse, we're going to use W7, 5, 3, and Y17. So I'm going to do my W7 first. And I'm going to do the strap. And then let's do over here on this side. I'm going to bring this over this way. Let's do right here behind her arm and bring it over to this side. Then we're going to add W5. And then we'll do W3. And then with our Y17, we're going to fill in the little accents on the purse. I'm going to do the buckle here. Yeah. Like that. Let's go down here and do this polka dot package. For that, we're going to use W9, 7, 5, and 3. I'm going to start with my W9. And I'm going to do that right along the second package. And I'm going to bring a little bit across the bottom here. And then I'm going to do the back side of this package over here. And I didn't worry about those dots. I colored right over the top of those. And then I filled them in later with my Sharpie white paint pen. Because they were just too much to avoid for me. Easier to paint them again. And then I'm going to do W7. And W5. And then our W3. Next, let's hop up here and do the coffee cup. For that, we're going to use G24, G43, and YG61. I'm going to start with G24. And let's do a little dab of that on the back side of our cup. I'm going to pull the rim out just a little bit further. It's got a little bit of a contrast there at the top of the cup. And she's got a little bit you can see between her fingers, so I'm going to very carefully dab that. And then I'm going to fill in this little section down here in between the tissue paper. Then we're going to add G43. And then YG61. We're also going to use these on this package right here. So let's do G24 first. use that. And then let's go out here away from her foot a little bit. And then I'm going to put an X in the middle of my package. So let's go. Oops, I forgot to color her shoes when we had the glasses colors out, so we'll come back and do that. Then we're going to add G43. And we want to go over the top of these X's. Give them a little squiggly line. And then we'll do YG61 to fill it in. I think I'll do a second coat of G43. And then a second coat of YG61. Let's do her cuffs on her pants. For that, we're going to use Y17, YR31, and YR30. We're going to start with our Y17. And you can see the back of the cuff right here, so I'm going to color that in. And then for this one, let's do... And then we'll give it a little wrinkle right here in the front. Then we're going to add YR31. And then we'll go over both of those with YR30. And we're also going to use these colors for some of the tissues and the packages and the accents. So let's do this little stripe or ribbon right here on this package with Y17. Add that in here. So I'm going to add that right along the bottom. And then we're also going to use it on the tissue paper for the green package. And this little decoration on our package. And then this little circle. And over here, we're going to use it for the tissue paper for this middle package. And the star. And then for this last package over here. Be careful going around that red. Okay, then we're going to add YR31. So let's work our way back across here. So we'll do this package and this tissue paper. And then this tissue paper. And then we'll fill it in with YR30. I'm also going to use my YR31 to do this coffee up here, or slushy, or whatever it is she's having. So let's do the white / blue packages. So that's going to be this one, and this one. For that, we're going to use V20 and B quadruple 0. So we're going to start with our V20. And let's add a little bit to this one over here first. And we're going to paint those flowers pink, so if you get a little bit on there, that's not going to be any great big deal. Okay. Then for this package, let's add a little bit coming down the side. How about this side a little bit? And then for the front, let's do like that. Then we'll come over here and do this one. So I'm going to do, again, go down the side. I'm going to leave a little bit of white on the outside. Connect with this little V that's down here at the bottom. Good. And how about a little bit here on the front. Then we're going to grab, oh, wait a minute, we got to do some of this tissue paper up here. So let's add a little bit to our tissue paper. I tried to make all the colors go in different packages. Okay, then we're going to add B triple 0. We're going to go right over the top of this purple. And I didn't care that it filled it in all the way. So like on this package, I'm going to come down here like this. And then I'm going to brush it up. And just leave the middle white. And then the same for this one. I'm going to color this one in blue. And then let's see. Oh, I also used it on the package over here. So let me grab my V20 again. And we're going to put a little bit of that right here on this style. And then the center of this coffee cup label. And then we're going to go over that with B quadruple 0. So I forgot to do the stripes on this package over here with our W's, so let's use W9, 7, 5, and 3. I'm going to start with W9. I should have done those when I did the other black stuff, but I just completely forgot about it. So I'm going to pick a stripe to start with. So let's start with this very first one. Then I'm going to skip one. Do every other one. And there's a little bow right here at the top of the package. I just colored right over the top of that. And just kind of buried it till later. Then we're going to do W7. You could also make it pink if you wanted to when we get to the purple parts. See if we can salvage it a little bit. I'll try to make it pink. And then I'm going to add W5. I must have made my lines a little bit thicker this time because I'm not going to have room for W3. But I can go over those previous colors with our W3 just to smooth them out. Fill in any white spots that I might have missed. Let's go down here and do her shoes. For that, we're going to use C9, 6, and 3. And it seems I forgot to put them on the directions, so you want to use those. Or you can use the W's too if you wanted. I'm going to use C9 to start. And I'm going to cover in this little heel. That. I'm going to do a little tiny bit along the top of the shoe there. And then for this shoe, I'm again going to fill in this heel over here and along the bottom. Then we want to add C6. And then C3. All right, let's go up here and do the stripes, the alternate stripes on this package up here. For that, we're going to use RV66, V05, and RV63. I'm going to start with my RV66. So let's add that everywhere we need that. I'm going to fill this stripe in. That's a very dinky one. And then I'm going to try to just do a little bit here on the side. Oh, here you can do the bow too. And we're also going to use this as the tissue paper. So let's go up here and dot a little bit around on our tissue paper. And this tissue paper in the black package with the dots. And the tissue paper for this flower package. And then we're also going to use it on these flowers. So let's add a little dab to the flowers. Then we're going to grab V05, and we're going to add a little bit of that to each of those. And then we'll add some to our tissue paper. And to our stripes. Then we're going to finish it up with RV63. And fill in our tissue paper. And I didn't worry if I filled it all the way in. You can leave little white spots in there. Finish up a few of these little flowers. Okay, let's see. I've looked around here and I see a few things I missed, like there's a little emblem on this little package here that I'm going to color R27. There's a little diamond in the middle of that, and you don't have to go to all that trouble, but I'm going to paint mine or color mine red. You'll see it a little bit better. Then I also forgot her bracelet, so for that we're going to use Y17, YR31, and YR30. Let's start with YR17. A little bit of that. And I also use that on the little wrapper on her coffee cup. You can see a little bit on the side there. For a bracelet, let's add YR31. And then I'm going to fill it in with my YR30. And I think that's all I missed. So there's our beautiful Charlotte Loves to Shop all colored up, and I'm hoping I've got everything on there colored. If I missed something, I'm sorry about that. It's kind of hard to see. There's a lot going on for there. So then again, here's our finished card. On my finished card, everything is flat except for the sentiment that has popped up, and the sentiment comes with the stamp this time, so that's always super cool. And then this die down here is the new La La Land Crafts Hearts Flurry border die. That'd be perfect for Valentine's Day that's coming up if you've got any of those cards you're going to be making. So I hope you had fun coloring with me today. If you have a question, leave me a comment and I'll make sure to get back to you. Otherwise, I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.